It's one of the biggest Star Citizen highlights of the year. We've been given details of this year's CitizenCon for Star Citizen, and the theme is Journey to 4.0. This year's 2022 or 2952 CitizenCon is on Saturday the 8th of October and starts at 3 PM UTC. It is an online-only virtual event which anyone can tune into on the Star Citizen Twitch channel, and it will be running for a good few hours. Get ready for an event filled with exciting content, including development updates and giveaways. We have details of 7 of the panels that are going to be shown throughout the day. So these panels normally run from 30 to 60 minutes based on previous CitizenCons. Most of this should be pre-recorded, that's most likely, and will be available a little while after the live stream as individual videos on YouTube. So let's go through these panels. Planetary Pyro. Join us for a guided in-engine tour through many of the planets and moons of the upcoming Pyro system, exploring their current development status and why they're more than just burnt charred husks that you might have read about. Now, we do know that Cloud Imperium had partly retconned and evolved some of the ideas behind Pyros. There is a bit more going on there. That's why we've got these sort of outposts that are building, those colonial outposts, and they're obviously building up those sort of gangs and factions in Pyro. Really looking forward to that, obviously. That is one of the major features of Alpha 4.0. Design Brief Investigations. Explore the pitch process for a new mission archetype that leaves combat and delivery behind for mindful deduction and increased storytelling. If they give me a proper investigation mission and evolve the investigation sort of missions out a lot, or have multi-path missions which allow me to really explore, I'm going to be pretty excited. And you've got people like Luke Presley on this panel, who I think is awesome. He's the senior lead designer and always gives quite juicy sort of information. The New Underground, when corporations, commerce, and caverns collide. Take your first look at the enormous reimagining of underground facilities and the new gameplay possibilities that will arrive with them. So expect them to be overhauling all that modular sort of tech and system that they use for building out sort of bunkers and underground facilities that we have, but also caves. We know we've got a load of new caves with sand caves and ice caves and acid caves coming as well. More content, more gameplay on more planets and moons is always good. The need for multiple speeds. We all know how speed impacts combat, but now learn how master modes, initially developed for Squadron 42, will impact the flight experience for the persistent universe and better define ship roles for all vehicles in Star Citizen. So this is pretty big. There's a huge range of heavy hitters sort of attending this panel as well, including lead vehicle programmer Dave Coulson and lead game designer Richard Taulier. We know that Cloud Imperium want to have ship combat, especially dogfighting, within a much more enclosed area. They want to encourage ships to fight there and not joust. We know that Cloud Imperium want meaningful choices with customization weapons and choice of ship. Light fighters, heavy fighters, medium fighters, and then all the different ranges of larger ship should all have important decisions to be made and be taken in certain circumstances. And they don't want just one overall meta that is just like light fighters beat all and things like that. Lorville Redux. We've come a long way since our first planetary landing zone, and here you'll get your first glimpse at how everything learned since is being reapplied to the walled, polluted city. I'm really excited to see how they're going to evolve the cityscape for Lorville, and I think they're going to be making it bigger, giving it more districts, giving it more gameplay there, making it look a lot more awesome. I'm also hoping that then eventually this tech will go into ArcCorp. That giant city planet, that needs a bit of an overhaul in my opinion. Power Play, how the upcoming resource management system will change life in the verse as we know it, from combat to player homesteading, and allowing for true multi-crew gameplay. So this is one of the big things, the resource management system, and in my opinion, the steps towards getting physicalized components in the game. You have resource management system. When that's done, that's pretty close to having physicalized components in game. Will allow for ships to basically have power relays and to transfer fuel into power, and then that power and energy and fuel and all those like resources that a ship might use have to move between the different systems. Now connections can be broken, they can be rerouted, and you can repair damage. This allows for like the engineering role on multi-crew ships. It allows for damage control. Oh, it's so awesome. Talking Ship 2952, our annual presentation from the ship teams. Discover the latest vehicles throughout the pipeline, from concept to newly flyable, and a new twist to this year's voting on a new ship to come. So, that sounds like maybe they're going to have something newly flyable at CitizenCon that they might reveal in this panel and go, bam, let's get this out, and there might be some sort of sale, or something just straight to flyable, I suppose. Yeah, that makes sense. But, and they were also going to have a vote potentially on a few other ships that they've got in concept that they'll then bring to fruition in the near future. And we'd vote on our favourites, and they'd make those ones at least first. They actually do quite a bit of information during those ship panels as well. And in fact, all the panels we discussed, there should be a huge host of development information. It's not like Star Citizen Live, where sometimes there's a lot of just inane chatter in the background, or they're sort of developing something live. These panels are thought and talked about and sort of curated to be informative for the most part. So that's all we've got at the moment panel-wise. There may very well be some more panels, and sometimes they don't announce this sort of stuff until a few days before or on the day, and sometimes they're not entirely sure what they're going to have on the day with some extra content and stuff, so expect to have some surprises there. There's likely going to be entertainment and interviews throughout the day in between those panels. Other things you can expect the live stream to have a lot of interaction and various things to vote on, giveaways. We know that you're going to be able to win some models from JR Fabrication that make the sort of like replica Airfix kit Star Citizen ship models. We know that Toby is going to be giving away some Toby Eye Tracker 5s. In fact, Toby Eye Tracker 5 is natively supported by Star Citizen, giving you fantastically precise eye tracking. Oh, so immersive. And if you are interested in picking one up, they're currently on sale via the links below. I love shilling. There is going to be a CitizenCon digital goodies pack as well. I believe that's free for everyone that's a backer. I'm not sure if it's everyone that has an account. Sometimes it's for everyone that's got an account. Sometimes it's for anyone that's purchased something on their account, but we don't have details of the contents yet. It's typically things like a jacket and a trophy, things like that, a little bit of flair. I'd also expect Cloud Imperium to have a bit of a ship and vehicle sale, maybe a free fly going on, though some of this stuff might be saved until the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo in November. It depends on exactly how they want to market it, but it's typically a big sales period, CitizenCon for Cloud Imperium. Obviously the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo is bigger, but they might as well run it all into one. Now, there's a variety of things that are not going to be at CitizenCon this year, and we know from the letter from the chairman earlier in the year that Chris Roberts wrote, one difference to last year is that there is no keynote gameplay demo to headline this event, as it would pull valuable resources away from our game development when they need to be working on persistent entity streaming, server meshing, Gen 12, etc. He went on to say, CitizenCon will be a celebration of you, the community, with presentations and panels from our developers to share with you the progress we are making and the near future of what you can expect from Star Citizen in the year ahead. And as I noted back in my December 2020 letter, we are going to be quiet on Squadron 42 until it is time to start the release campaign, and we're not there yet. Know that progress is coming along nicely, but we're not quite ready to pull back the curtain on Squadron just yet. So, no major gameplay demo like they do and have done in previous years, and Squadron 42, very unlikely to see any Squadron 42 stuff, but maybe they'll talk about some of the tech in the panels that is related to some cool stuff they're doing in Squadron, maybe, if we're lucky. But, as I said, there might be a couple of little surprises. We will have to wait and see. Boom! That's it for what we know about CitizenCon this year, at least so far. I am very much looking forward to seeing what that journey to 4.0 translates to in terms of updates and progress. CitizenCon is always a fantastic event for me because I get to see where Cloud Imperium are with a lot of stuff. I get a huge amount of sort of footage for some of the cool stuff that they're making, and it typically revitalizes the project because a lot of people go, oh, that's what they've been working on, or this is what we can expect next year or over the next few months. But what are you looking forward to the most? Any particular panel? Are you going to be watching live or watching individual panels later? I really hope they give us an updated sort of pillars of Star Citizen, or the sort of long-term goals of what they've got planned over the next couple of years. But I'm pretty happy with the panels and the road to 4.0 being the main focus here. But whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. I'm Nord Catcham, and it's my mission to become a Nord Master. Oh no, it's Team Hacksaw. Hacksaw uses trackers and blocks your ability to go on websites like Netflix and watch the content that you want to on Netflix? ? go NordyChew! NordyChew uses nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. It is super effective. He beats Team Hacksaws and he becomes a NordVPN master, a Nordymon master. Fortunately, with NordVPN, you don't need to catch them all. You just need to get a subscription from nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. Links below. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and for September, we're giving away 3 ships, 1 each, to 3 different lucky winners. The Origin 100I, the 125A, and the 135C. Any of these solid starter ships will allow you just to jump into Star Citizen and play right away. All you need to do is comment on any of my videos made during the month to be in for a chance of winning one of those. More details in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to further support the channel, consider using the join button under my videos or becoming a Patreon. Either way, you'll get access to some exclusive content and have more of a voice in shaping the channel. A huge thank you to anyone that already does that. You are amazing. I love you. Zin also is contractually obliged to love you. There is a link for donations and all that jazz in the description below as well if that is your preferred medium. It is super appreciated, genuinely. Once again, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the verse.